First of all, Harry, any team news, any new injuries, any fresh doubts ahead of the weekend?
No, pretty much okay from the other night really, not too many more problems. Most of them came through that game okay, so fine.
Just the result the other night, a win off the back of some results where you weren't getting victories in the league. How important was that to get that under their belts just for the run into the rest of the season?
Well, it was just important. I mean, it gets us to the semi-final, which was all important, and I think confidence-wise, even though you're playing well and not, when you're not winning, it's always makes it a bit difficult. So yeah, we needed a win, and I was pleased with the way we played the game. We went about the game in a real good fashion and dominated the game, and made lots of chances. Their keeper was in great form. But it was a difficult night, obviously, with what had gone on the week before, and for both clubs. And but it went off well. It was a good night.
Are they favourites for third now that they've got that first?
Well, they've got a couple of points in hand, but I think it'll be close. I still, I wouldn't write us off. I wouldn't write Chelsea off. So, we'll have to wait and see.
We'll ask about Swansea this weekend. The stats are showing that their passing accuracy this season is, I think, second in the league. How brave was that of Brendan Rodgers to get his team to come up?
He's done an amazing job. The way he's got them playing this year. I just think it's been fantastic that a team can come up and play the way they've played and pass the ball as they pass the ball and cause everybody they play against massive problems, from Man United to Man City, ourselves, Arsenal, Chelsea. I don't care who they've played against. They've given big problems. They've been fantastic.
Will it be more difficult for them as time goes on? People know what they're about now. Perhaps people didn't expect a team coming up from the Championship to play like that, but now you're playing them for a second time now. Do you know that little bit more about them?
Well, we know about Barcelona, but we still wouldn't be able to beat them. I mean, it's like it's so difficult. I mean, they play. They're fearless. They take the ball in tight situations. They play from the back, and they play a game that the fans have to buy into as well, because if the fans don't buy into that way of playing, if you go behind and you're still passing from the back and playing the way they play, fans' natural reaction when you're looking to win a game or chase a game is to get it forward, and if you start passing it back sideways and probing and playing, you've got to have a lot of nerve to keep playing that way, and they do that, and that's fantastic, I think. But you've got to the fans have got to understand that's how you're playing, and that's the way you want to play. Otherwise, if you go away from that and start, you don't see Barcelona lumping the ball forward with 2 or 3 minutes to go. They still just keep passing, knowing they're going to get one more opportunity perhaps to score, and that's what they do. And Swansea do that. I just can't speak highly enough of the job that Brendan's done there. I just think it's been amazing.
But you, of course, like to play football as well at Spurs. How much are you looking forward to the spectacle this weekend?
Well, it should be a real good game. I think it'd be a difficult game, but it'd be a smashing game. So I've got nothing but respect for them, and we've got good players. We play, so it should be a smashing game.
Because of the type of football that you play, and they like to pass the ball as well. Do you prefer to play against a team like that, or a team that's just going to decide to get stuck in and have to play behind?
I don't think we mind really. I think that. I think it's tough to play against a team that keep the ball like they do. They make it harder. You're going to have spells where they're going to keep they keep possession of the ball, and obviously, it can be frustrating. I mean, the way they played at Fulham the other day was just unbelievable. To have had so much of the ball, and for the long spells that they kept the ball without Fulham not being able to get a touch of the ball was brilliant, really. You can only admire it. It was top class.
Quite asked on a more general point, there was some comments from Patrick Vieira talking about Manchester United getting decisions that perhaps other teams don't get when they play at home. Do you see it that way? Do you agree with Patrick?
No, I don't. Oh, well, I mean, if they're getting them, then what we're saying really is the referees are not refereeing the game in an honest manner, and that definitely is not the case. I mean, no, I don't. I think referees make decisions. I suppose the problem that you have at Man United is that they probably have the ball so much. When you go there, you're under the cosh, and they are going to be playing in and around your penalty area, so they do tend to get probably more penalties because they spend more time in your penalty box than what you do. You don't get in their box too often, in all honesty. So I suppose that's and they do have the ball for long spells, so they're going to get fouled perhaps more. I don't think that's the case really.
Can there be a case though, if referees are not necessarily refereeing dishonestly, but when you've got perhaps 76,000 people and it's the last minute of a game, that they give them the benefit of the doubt, perhaps, do you think?
Well, you know, I suppose, you know, with the crowd, a passionate crowd, and you know, the hardest job must be to be a linesman, as I still call them, you know, because I mean, I always like to run up and down that